Well, hello and welcome to the Disgruntled Traveler podcast. Now that I have your attention, today's story centers around construction in paradise. What do I mean by that? Well, the setting takes place in Hue Hin, if I'm pronouncing it right, Vietnam, which is a stretch of pristine beach coastline in Vietnam, right? Would you ever think about going to Vietnam to stretch out on a beach? I did, and I'm going to tell you what happened when I did this. So anyway, a little sip of beverage would help. Let's do that first before I get going on those. So, it starts out, I go to Vietnam, I book my Airbnb for 30 days in Hue Hin. I've never been there before. I have to say, it was quite the experience. It was cheap, good fresh foods, friendly people, beautiful old town, lots going on, okay? And that's just the downtown. Then you get out to the coast and it's even more spectacular. We're talking, just crystal white sands and just very soft to the touch. And you look out in the ocean and it's just all pretty deep blue and greens all scattered, especially when the sun is clear, the sky's clear, and the sun is just hitting on the water and it's just super green and blue. It's just spectacular. And then in the ocean itself, when you look out, you can see just sprinkles of islands, just dots and sprinkles of islands all out into the water as you lay before it on a lounge chair. Sounds enticing, doesn't it? Okay. So, I actually met up with somebody. I made a friend on Facebook group for travel, and she always goes to Hue Hin, Vietnam, and she invited me to the beach. She goes, have you ever been down, just lounging out at the beach here? And I says, no. I says, this is my first time. I would love to try it. I says, do you have to pay for the chair or anything? And she's like, no. Really, I know a spot where some places you have to pay for a lounge chair for the hour, for the day. She goes, but I know a spot. I know a lady who owns a little cafe off the beach. And if you just buy anything from her, it could be a cheap drink, a meal, whatever you want to buy, you get the lounge chair with the umbrella for free as long as you want it, all day long if you want it. She goes, I go there all the time. And I was like, whoa. I said, sign me up, girlfriend. So anyway, I meet up with her and this lady, the way she's got it set up on the beach, she's got 4 tables, because this is how it is now. She's not right on the beach. The little Vietnamese lady that runs her cafe restaurant is actually across the street from the beach, okay? And it looks to me, it's just like her and another family member, and the family member's actually in the cafe cooking and making the drinks. And this lady is the one who's out running back and forth, delivering the food and the drinks to the people, doing money, pickup and delivery of change. She's just running her ass off back and forth across the street to you, sitting in that lounge chair, being lazy on the beach, right? So that's the setup. And she's got 4 tables. They're like little square tables, and there's 4 big umbrellas over the tables, and she's got 2 lounge chairs. I'm not talking chairs, but actually put your legs out and just lay back, right? And she's got 2 on each table. So that's technically, if they fill up, they got 8 people? So 1 person, 8 people. She's running back and forth with deliveries, okay? So we get there. We get the last table in the end by this it's sort of like a seawall it sort of blocks off the rest of the beach. So we were on the very tip there, and evidently you're not allowed to go past the seawall. They're doing some kind of stuff down in there, you know, with the hotels and all that. So we got like a really good spot. And the first 2 hours were just spectacular, man. I'm just like, I'm ordering my drinks, you know, and I'm chilling. I got my drink in my hand. I got my toes in the sand. I'm going swimming. I'm laying out. We're eating some really killer good Vietnamese food that's like super cheap. I think the meal and the drink, I got 2 drinks and a meal, and it didn't even come to $5. This is ridiculous. And you don't even have to tip unless you want to, you know, but like $5, and you get this spectacular view overlooking the Vietnamese coastline ocean. Like I said, with these islands out there just staring back at you. And I'm just like, I can't believe this exists. Like, this is super beautiful. So that's the good part, right? It gets better. So we're there a couple hours, and girlfriend orders up a foot massage. Okay. She has this lady, she called up on a phone. She knows this Vietnamese lady, comes to you. She's a mobile foot masseuse, and she will come to you on the beach and massage your feet in your lounge chair. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah. She goes, she's coming over here in 30 minutes and she's going to massage my feet. Would you like a foot massage? I'll buy it for you. And I'm like, I was like, my feet are sandy. I don't know if I want oil all over me and all that. And I was like, nah, I'll pass. I mean, I appreciate the offer, but you know, you just do your foot massage thing on the beach. I'll watch you. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like to film you while you get your foot massage on the beach. And she's like, okay. So, you know, we're chilling. It's been 3 hours now. It's totally quiet. The people that were next to us, all of the tables and the chairs were empty. So it's just me and her now, okay? Super quiet. Just hear the waves. I'm so relaxed and laid back with my drink in my hand. And I'm just like watching girlfriend get her feet massaged, right? So I'm filming it on my cell phone. I'm like, yeah, this looks cool, right? You know, I'm taking a sip of my drink. And then all of a sudden, I hear this noise. Beep, 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 beep. And I mean, it's loud. And you know what that means. That means there's something big backing up. Like it's either a truck or something, right? So I'm hearing beep, beep, beep. And I'm like, where's this noise coming from? Because it's been so peaceful and quiet. I thought, oh, maybe it's on the main road, right? So I'm still filming, and then all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, in my peripheral vision, I see a big, huge tractor coming right at us. You know, one of those construction tractors, you know, where they dig out sand. This guy's coming up the beach right smack behind our chairs, and he's got 5 other Vietnamese construction dudes with him. And he's literally like pulling up and then backing up and getting organized. And I'm looking like, wait, are these guys going to start doing construction work literally behind me? Like right now? It's 5 o'clock and I'm on the beach. Like, what's happening? There's no construction signs. There's nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. And even girlfriend in the chair, she's like, what's that? Because she's got, you know, she's facing and laying down, getting her feet massaged. I says, we have company. We have a construction truck or digger or whatever you want to call this guy. He's getting ready to dig sand behind us. She's like, what? I says, yeah. So they're just starting, they don't give no F's, and they're starting to dig sand, and like sand is starting to like fly up in the air, and it's starting to come over to us. And literally, I mean, I kid you not, I could just turn around and watch these guys. They were so close to me. I was like, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, they didn't even warn us and say, hey, maybe you might want to leave. We're starting to do some work. None of that. They just start busting out the construction work, right? So while I'm holding my cell phone and filming girlfriend trying to get her feet massaged, she's having a fit. I says, just pretend they're not there. Just pretend they're not there, right? You're in beep, beep, beep. And you're blah, 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 and they're talking in Vietnamese. And she's like, oh my God. So she stops the little lady from massaging the other foot. She only got her left foot done, couldn't get her right foot done. She stops her and she says, look, I can't do this anymore. This is not relaxing. I'm not feeling a good vibe right now with all this in the background. And so she just paid the lady for her left leg. And she says, you know, I'll have to get you next time for the right leg. So here, girlfriend comes back to her lounge chair with all this construction going on. She's got her left leg oiled up. Her right leg is regular. And she's just sitting there with sand stuck on her leg. And I'm just laughing. I'm like, I said, well, construction in paradise. So, of course, we packed up and left. But that was hilarious. It was really, I mean, at the time, I was just like laughing my ass off. But then it was like very annoying. I said, you know what? We've already been here like 2-3 hours. Let's just go. Let these dudes do what they got to do. This is too much. So that's the story of the construction in paradise in Vietnam. But remember, I am the Disgruntled Traveler!